Today it comes from Chuck in Massachusetts. How can I share the metrics on the performance of marketing campaigns with managers that have access to Salesforce but not Pardot? Well, Chuck, that's an interesting question because you need to be pretty familiar with Pardot or Marketo or other marketing automation systems in order to be able to get that really powerful management information. You need to know where to look and how to interpret the information. And of course, not everybody is going to be a Pardot or a Marketo user. You want to make it easy for people. You want them to avoid having to log on to two different systems. So let me show you exactly how to get campaign metrics from Pardot or Marketo into Salesforce. In fact, I'll give you an example taken from our own business. We use Pardot, so I'll show you exactly what we do. This is a form that people can use to download an ebook we've written. It's a PodUp form and we host it on one of our own web pages. So let's fill in the form so you can see the process. Now, I'd like the team to know how many web visitors download the ebook every week or every month. So here's that information in Pardot. You can see that 1,359 people have downloaded the ebook so far in total. But of course, you need to be a Pardot user to see that information, and you need to know where to look in Pardot. So here's a way to make that information more widely available. Here's two things that we do. The first is we create a campaign in Salesforce that relates to every marketing campaign that we run. For example, here's the marketing campaign for the ebook. We can easily see that 1,359 people have downloaded the ebook all time. So doing that makes it easy to get a snapshot of the overall campaign performance. However, the second thing we do is create a Salesforce report. So for example, this report shows how many people downloaded the ebook each month. I can see that 896 people have downloaded the ebook over the last 12 months. And I can easily see the trend over those 12 months. And of course, I can drill down from the report to see the individual people. So now I've got some management information that's easy to consume across the business. Now, how do we make that happen? How do we make that connection happen from Pardot to Salesforce? Again, there are two main things that we need to do. First, in Salesforce, we make sure that the Salesforce campaign has the necessary campaign member statuses to allow that engagement to be tracked. In this case, it's quite simple. We only need a campaign member status of downloaded. If this was an email inviting people to visit the landing page for the ebook, we'd have more status values: sent, clicked, downloaded, for example. But what happens in the marketing automation system on the other side of that equation? Well, what we do is we configure the marketing processes so that we are adding or updating the campaign members within Salesforce when they engage with our marketing collateral. In this case, it's simple. We set the campaign member status to downloaded. However, if the marketing campaign was an email, when you send the email, you add everyone to the corresponding Salesforce campaign with a campaign member status of sent. Then when Pardot recognizes that a link within the email has been clicked, you update the individual's campaign member status to visited. Pretty much everything we do in Pardot has a corresponding Salesforce campaign, and the marketing automation system sets the appropriate campaign member status when people interact with our marketing communications. So Chuck, taking that approach means you'll get information from Pardot into Salesforce, and that means you can make management information on marketing communications much more widely available and easier to consume as well, I think. Now, if you have a question, please leave it in the comments below and I will deal with it. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel today. So in the meantime, stay safe and see you on tomorrow's video.